Hey there everybody, this is James here at Mostly Gaming. Tonight we are watching the Nintendo Direct presentation. The time right now is 21:37, so we've got about 20 minutes before it starts. I'm having to keep my voice down because my brother's in bed, so I won't be doing too much, jumping up and down and screaming and that kind of thing. For the most part, I'll just be very quietly going, oh, something similar. So, how's everyone doing? I'm doing good. Just chilling out. Finished Okami the other day. Very good game. Very good game. I picked it up on the Wii originally, but believe it or not, I never actually finished it. I never got past the initial opening sequence, and it was mostly because the Wii Remote version of the controls felt a bit unresponsive. It might have just been a technical thing. Downloaded it on Switch with a discount, so I got it for about £5. Oh my god, worth it. Okami is freaking worth it. It is easily one of the best adventure games I've ever played. Sure, there's one or two little areas that could have done with a little tiny bit more polish, but I'm not going to complain. Let's see if I need to spread the word at all. So, whilst I'm sort of chilling out waiting for this to start, I thought I'd just give my predictions real quick. Which is easy to do when you're sat waiting for it to start. So we already know this is going to be a direct focused mostly on Fire Emblem, though I don't think they're going to blow it out too much. I think we'll get about 5 minutes worth of Fire Emblem footage and new gameplay, stuff like that. We're going to get Yoshi's, crafted new world, almost certainly. I'm hoping we get at the very least a little teaser for Pokemon Gen 8 games, but I'm also aware that Pokemon likes to beat its own drum, as it were, so there's a very solid chance that that won't actually happen in this direct. But if they are genuinely planning on releasing Pokemon, whatever they'll be called this year, they're gonna have to announce it sooner or later. Even if we're talking December time, they kind of need to start building that hype. They hit a really good stride with Sun and Moon because they were revealing new Pokemon practically every other week or a couple of times a month. Excuse me. Oh. And now we are in the final minutes before the direct. Yeah, Sun and Moon hit a really good stride, I think, with revealing just enough tantalizing information. Excuse me. Just enough tantalizing information to keep us wanting more, but not too much to spoil the game. I think they actually, because there were only about 80 or so new Pokemon, I think they ended up ruining it a little bit. I think they should have kept a few more of them hidden and just quiet. But I'm not going to complain because that was one of my favourite hype cycles for any game ever. Pokemon Sun and Moon are still some of my favourite 3DS games of all time. Miles ahead of X and Y. Will we see any Smash Bros footage? I'm willing to bet we will. Whether it'll be Joker or not is another question. I'm kind of hoping we get at least a hint of another character. It doesn't have to be Joker, because I think the way they're doing this is they may have started on another character already. So Joker probably won't be revealed just yet. I think they'll save him for a bit later. I think they'll have a different character who's more ready to go. They're probably going to prioritise the characters that need the most work first to give themselves some breathing room towards the end of development, but I don't really know how game development works beyond actually making the game, so I might be completely backwards on that. In terms of Animal Crossing or Luigi's Mansion, I think we're going to end up with one or the other. We're not going to get both. I think it depends on which one's coming out first. If Luigi's Mansion is further along in development and it's coming out sort of in the next 6 months, I expect that to be in this direct. If Animal Crossing is further in development and they're bringing that out in the next 6 months, then that'll be in the direct. It'll be one or the other, or neither. We might get something totally different. But I do expect the direct to spend between 5 to 10 minutes talking about Fire Emblem's Three Houses, because that is the sort of big title they're pushing this year. I'm curious as to when the release date is as well, because we haven't heard very much about that game since then. I think we'll get a proper look at Deus Ex Machina as well, which is kind of a relief because it's one of those games where it's kind of like what Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was like at the beginning, where they didn't really talk much about it. They just sort of, I don't know, they kind of seemed to think that showing off a bit of concept art was enough. But I don't know enough about that game. I don't understand. I've seen gameplay footage and it looks badass, but I don't understand the context of why we're in giant mechs. Is there a context, or is it just a, or is it just going to be an excuse plot? You know, I don't know, but I'm excited. If it doesn't appear in this direct, then I would say it's probably going to be a E3 reveal or E3 reminder that the game is still coming, because that game doesn't seem to be moving at all from what I can understand. I could be wrong again. Um, just over 15 minutes to go. Hmm? Oh, yes, I'm live. I have no idea if anyone's watching. I genuinely don't. If you are, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good day so far. My brother has threatened me with death if I disturb his sleep tonight, so I've got to try and stay a little bit quiet compared to my usual all over the place directs. Um, but yeah, he, the the one thing that would really excite me is if they announced something like a Golden Sun remaster or something like that. I want, I do want one of those older franchises to make a return, whether it's Lost Kingdoms, F-Zero, something like that. I also think we'll get SNES titles in this direct as well. I think SNES titles are a likely thing. Also, do you like that I'm sat in a gaming chair for a change? Feels a bit more gamey, doesn't it? Not actually mine, though, it's my brother. I kinda... The deal was that I could sit in his chair and I'll keep my voice down. So I'm going to adhere to that as much as I can. Of course, if they turn around and do something like Banjo-Kazooie and Smash, that is going to be me going like... I don't know if it's going to happen. There's a lot of characters I would like to see in Smash, and very few of them were revealed this time around. Like Inkling, Carol, that's kind of it for me. Like the hype cycle for Smash Ultimate, at least for me, wasn't quite as high as with Smash 4. Because obviously, because Smash Bros. Brawl came out at a time where I could afford my own games, but I wasn't really playing as many. And then Smash 4 came out after I had gotten used to more characters, so like I knew who Shulk was. I played Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates to a certain extent. Grew to love a bunch of different characters. So Smash 4's hype cycle was way better for me because I knew who those characters were. Um, Smash Bros. Ultimate, on the other hand, yes, like I said, I had a couple of highlights, but I wasn't overly hyped for anyone in particular. Um, the big one for me with this direct is, will we see Pokemon? The problem I have is I think Pokemon, again, it bounces to its own beat, but I also think it would overshadow Fire Emblem, and that's not what they're aiming to do here. I think they want Fire Emblem to take center stage. I also think we'll get a DLC announcement, but what that will be, I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'm hoping Yoshi's Crafted World will look really good because I've got it on pre-order and I want it to be a fantastic game. Woolly World was really good. I had a lot of fun with Woolly World. There's also a rumor about Super Mario Maker 2. Um, if that's real, then that's not going to be here. I don't expect that here. Maybe a little title card saying, "Oh, we're making it." Maybe that's what we'll get. But I don't expect that in this direct for the simple reason that that's kind of more E3 material. I would expect I would expect Mario Maker at E3 if it's going to appear at all. Also, this will be the last time I use this particular bit of software, because I didn't realise. Previously, I've had to use the speakers on my computer to have the sound captured, which obviously is not a very great idea way of doing it. But I've had no other way of doing it. I didn't realise that the software that I'm using is not very good for capturing desktop audio or window audio or whatever you want to call it. Um, so yeah, I'll be interested. One thing I want to see about Fire Emblem: who is the new sort of hot female character that's going to reveal? Because we had Lucina and the female Robin in Fire Emblem Awakening. We had Celica in Fire Emblem, the remake from last year. And we also had female Corrin, Camilla, basically all the female characters for Fire Emblem Fates. So I'm very curious as to who the new attractive female fighter is going to be. Could be anyone. There's that. There is one character who's already been revealed, but I don't think we know much about her just yet. So we'll probably get storyline, basic combat details, and stuff like that. Will we get a release date? It depends. If it's basically done, I think we will get a release date. Um, I'm going to say June, May, something like that. It won't be before Yoshi, because Yoshi's next month. Um, they'll probably release a sort of a couple of smaller titles between now and then, some DLC and stuff, just to keep the hype going. But I think we're going to end up with. I think we'll probably just end up to, you know, I don't think there'll be a big game release this month, at least not beyond what we've got. I can see a smaller demo or a smaller budget game. I can see them pushing indies again. It's been that long since we've had a direct though. Can I actually remember what's coming out? Bayonetta 3, I want to know if that's coming out this year or not. Because I really love Bayonetta 2. It's one of my all-time favourite games. It was the best game on Wii U by a long shot. Um, Also, Pikmin 3, I would love to see Pikmin 3 on Switch. I would argue Pikmin 3, not the best game in the franchise, but certainly up there. All three Pikmin games I think are brilliant in their own right. I think they appeal to slightly different people each time, which is part of the charm. A HD remake would be really cool as well, using the Pikmin 3 engine. Maybe just touch it up a little bit. I don't know. But that's probably wishful thinking. It's 35 minutes long as this presentation. I could easily see them just doing 30 minutes of Fire Emblem and then a sizzle reel of some other titles. The most exciting thing about these particular directs is the bit at the end where they go, oh, we have a one more thing. Because that's the bit where you know your hype's just going to go through the roof. So I can't wait to see if they pull one of those. They don't always do it, and I think going into expecting one is the wrong way to go about this. But I'm interested nonetheless. Oh dear. Nothing too exciting from the peanut gallery. Less than 10 minutes. They're always quite on the dot with these presentations, aren't they? I'm watching the British one, by the way, so if there's an announcement exclusive to America, I won't see it in this direct. Then again, they've gotten better with their worldwide releases. The real question is, will America get Yoshi at the same time as Europe? Although then again, we're getting it next month, and I think America gets it the same day. So I think worldwide releases are the way they're going now, which is great because waiting 6 months for a game completely removes my hype from it. Like, when after 6 months a game is officially old in my mind. So if you release a game in America and tell me I have to wait 6 months, I'm gonna lose interest. I think that's enough blackety black. Sit and wait. Oh, I'll go straight to bed after this. It's a long day at work. Went out for tea. Bit of a carvery, some nice rich food. It's just made me very sleepy, so hopefully this will hype me up so I don't fall asleep straight away. I have to be up early for my job, unfortunately, so I can't stay much after the direct's over, but I will give some final thoughts once it's done. That is my pledge to you. I don't know why I did that. What is it with films at the moment? Films look shit this year. The only one I'm interested in is Avengers Endgame, and I barely know anything about it. What have we got coming out this year? We've got Dumbo, which looks horrible. We've got Aladdin, which, I don't know, it looks half-assed. Apparently there's a Frozen 2 trailer, which I haven't actually seen yet, so I have no idea what that's like. I'd like to see a Bug's Life sequel, that'd be quite cool. But I don't know if we would. Wonder if Mortal Kombat will get a video. Oh, and I also think Spyro's going to be in this video as well. Because it feels like Spyro was supposed to be on Switch at some point, wasn't it? So it's like, why aren't we getting it at the same time as everyone else? We all know why. But why? Ah well. I predict it will be in this direct and we'll get a release date of like this week, next week, something like that. Which I don't know if that's an effective strategy. I mean, Crash seemed to do alright, so maybe Spyro's good. Crash Team Racing had better be released on the same date. I really want that game. I don't want to have to wait 6 months after Xbox and PlayStation have done everything just to get my hands on it. We'll see though. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we won't. Who cares? It's a game. Starting any time in the next 5 minutes. Some people on Twitter are really weird. Okay, less than 5 minutes. Just gonna sort of chill. There's no point switching a game on now because I can't really make any major progress. I did get Bowser's Inside Story. It's fine. It's a remake. It's exactly what I expected. Not as much hand holding as in Dream Team, so that's good. Oh, excuse me. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this. I'm not too old. Like I say, I'm just tired. As soon as this is over, I will be going straight upstairs into my bed, and I will not move for several hours. 6, 7 hours, something like that. We're hearing a banging noise, by the way. That's the neighbours. Their front door doesn't appear to work properly, so they have to slam it a few times. Why they don't just get a new one is beyond me. Probably can't afford or something, I don't know. Or lazy, one or the other. Had a haircut recently, thought I look a right nut. Is that Yorkshire? Is that a Yorkshire thing to say? Jimmy got his haircut, don't you look alright now? Oh man. You know what I'd like to see? A video game starring like a lamp or something. You know, a desk lamp. Just hopping along. That might be fun. I heard a rumour as well that Box Boy might be getting a remake or a sequel or a collection or something. That's not a terrible idea. Box Boy's cool. I've got his amiibo as well, so that's kind of fun. Speaking of, my Octoling amiibo is in the office. I ought to bring it home at some point since it's mine. Oh, good grief. Come on, Nintendo, wake me up. Wake me up inside. Sorry, shouldn't really be doing that on camera. Or at all, for that matter. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. What the hell is that? Switch that off. Autoplay was on for some reason. Just quickly switch that off. Just over a minute. Come on, Nintendo, do not let me down. I am super hyped for this. I've been hyped for this since yesterday. I was one of the ones, by the way, that was like, nah, it's not gonna be a direct. I don't mind eating my own words once in a blue moon. Although, to be fair, it's usually more often than that, so maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I do hear shuffling around up there. He's probably still awake. He can't blame me, can he, if he's still awake at this point. I did tell him, I did give him the fair warning that it was going to be 35 minutes long, but I don't know if he gives a crap. Jesus. I can picture him bursting and being like, "Whoa, yeah, shut up." I tell him to shut up 24/7 and he never listens. Good grief, I hate the office sometimes. The show, not the place. Here we go. 2, 1. 18? What? I gotta just try and balance the volume a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud, but I need to actually hear it. It's Mario! Slobs! Slobs! It's Mario Maker 2! Oh my god! Oh, the Angry Sun. What levels? Mario 64, well, Mario, New Super, Mario World. You know what I mean, 3D World. Oh my god, there's more skins than ever! And there's new boss levels. And Luigi's got an outfit, of course. June, alright. Nice! Best way to start off a thing ever. Nice to see you again, I think. I go admit, I can't really remember. A great title. So it's not quite finished yet then. Don't you worry, I'll be tracking that one. You started off strong. Keep it up, mate. Keep it up.
For the first time in 10 years,
Oh,
the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series returns with a new 4-player action RPG and an all-new original story. Assemble
RPG.
the ultimate dream team from a huge cast of Marvel superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers, Defenders, X-Men, and more, to stop Thanos and the Black Order from unleashing cosmic chaos. You can play together in TV mode, locally on up to 4 systems, or online. And get closer to the action with a dynamic zoomed-in heroic camera. And speaking of heroic, it's time to go higher, further, faster with Marvel's ultimate cosmic protector, Captain Marvel. Wield her power against those that will do harm to the universe. As characters level up, they'll learn skills you can use on the fly. In Carol Danvers' case, literally. In addition to basic attacks and skills, each hero has an Alliance Extreme Attack, their most powerful move. Whether you join forces with friends locally or online, take teamwork to unprecedented levels as you creatively combine hero skills into synergy attacks. Your most powerful attacks can even be combined into an Ultimate Alliance Extreme Attack. The team-up possibilities will be off the charts when Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Exclusively nice. Spock's Boy.
Get ready to unload some boxes and have fun doing it. The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch for the first time. This brand new game is tightly packed with tons of content, including brand new puzzles and new features. We fit something else in too. This time, 2 players can box it up together. To restore peace on the Box Planet, you must work as a team, solve puzzles, and beat those stages. After completing the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
Smash Bros. Please make these Smash Bros. Cards.
In all, there are 270 stages to beat. That's the highest in the series to date.
Wow.
Use your brain boxes to think outside the box and lead our heroes to the goal. Box Boy and Box Girl will unload on Nintendo Switch April 26th.
Nice.
The ultimate spring update.
No way. What? Tell me.
Smash Bros. Ultimate is about to spring forward with the version 3.0 update this spring. What are we adding, you ask? You'll just have to wait to find out.
Oh, that's just cheap.
Remember, Joker is a part of Challenger Act 1. He's secretly been preparing for battle, and his moment will finally come before the end of April. In other words, this year, springtime is the time to smash.
Nice.
And don't forget, new Super Smash Bros. Series immediately too.
Pokemon Trainer and the Pokemon are separate. Nice. Do a P2 of the Pokemon Trainer.
Explore in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Okay, fine.
It's never too late for a journey through the maze-like miniature worlds of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. In fact, we have 2 new announcements for the Nintendo Switch version. After a new update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone at his side. 2 heads are better than 1, and an extra
So is that Captain Troob?
This free update will be available shortly after this presentation. And some paid downloadable content is coming. We're adding in 18 new challenges that'll see you traveling to 5 new courses, from sunken ships to a kingdom of sweets, and achieving new objectives in existing courses. Captain Toad and Toadette must obtain the shiny crowd in each course, all of which can be played alone or with a second player.
Very clever tie-in to.
Pre-order it shortly after this presentation. If you do, you can play one of the courses right away.
Cool.
Steal yourself some old school action in an all-new Gothic castle. The side-scrolling action of yore shall rise once more in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And so, the young lady Miriam, host of the Alchemist's Curse, must use her unwanted gifts to slay the demons wrought by the curse's original host. Jibu. With these powers, she can steal the abilities of enemies, bend gravity to her will, and dart about Jibu's castle at lightning speed. Here,
Nice.
the laws of reality and 2D side-scrollers don't apply. Throughout the castle, a treasure trove of side quests, deadly tasks, and small touches flesh out the campaign.
Your body is covered with weird decorations.
Beyond the main story, you can dig deep into character customization, subquests, and more. Stop the fall of man at the hands of demons, and don't be afraid to show them your dark side. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night.
That actually looks really badass.
The shadows this summer. The time has come to build a new world and take on the children of Hargon. On an empty island, you'll ally yourself with the mysterious Malron and defend your world from monstrous forces. Enlist villagers to help rebuild and fight alongside you in the story mode. Or unite with 3 other builders to create your own island in local co-op or online. You'll gather materials, craft objects and tools, and reach
See, these guys wouldn't work in Smash, I don't think.
Now you can dash,
He's not the Avatar characters.
play in first person, explore underwater, and warp all over the new retro-inspired map. If you own the previous game on the Nintendo Switch system, you can craft the legendary builder's outfit and the Dragon Lord's throne. Dragon Quest Builders 2 launches
Cool.
on Nintendo Switch July 12th. There are more Nintendo Switch headlines to come, but first, a word from Mr. Koizumi.
Who?
いかがでしたか。次は
How's it looking?
あのタイトルの速報です。こちらをご覧ください。
Final Fantasy.
There are RPGs, and then there's Dragon Quest.
Oh, Dragon Quest.
Define the genre, and the latest entry is charging onto Nintendo Switch in full force, pairing the series' beloved style and perfectly balanced battles with the most impressive scope and elaborate story in series history. Where there is light, darkness follows, for no one does this ring truer than the Luminary, the boy that prophecy says will succeed the last hero and protect the
And also look like Goku, apparently.
in an odd twist of fate, the boy's royal birthright is snatched from him. On the day he becomes an adult, he finally discovers his true heritage and the powers that make him the Luminary. When he goes to the king of the largest kingdom for guidance, he is dubbed Darkspawn. So begins the perilous journey of a hunted hero and the ragtag band of adventurers who will join him on his quest to set things right. Together they'll explore the towns and terrain of the sprawling, deep-held land, Erdrea. Monsters roam free of random encounters. When you engage them, choose your strategy wisely in turn-based battles. You must know when to attack, when to heal.
I still think Slime would be a great Smash character.
As you do, you'll earn skill points which can be used to teach party members attacks, spells, and improve their abilities. You can also collect materials so you can forge weapons, armor, and
I love how this is being touted as special when it's just standard JRPG fare, really.
allowed in side quests
I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad game, I'm just saying.
or horse races. Erdrea is full of surprises like these, and this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 2D 16-bit glory of old. This is also the first version of the game with fully orchestrated field and battle tunes. If you want, you can change between the original sound and the new one whenever you want. And you can also experience the journey with English or Japanese audio.
勇者の奇跡ってやつだ。
Right.
First-time players players and veterans should also look forward to new stories. Each sees one of the main cast members stepping into the spotlight, shedding new light on hidden truths. This hero's adventure has truly leveled up. Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition.
How long can you make your title? Seriously.
Nintendo Switch this fall.
新たなストーリーの追加が発表されましたが、まだまだ新情報があるとのことです。
Mm.
今後の発表にご期待ください。引き続き、任天堂スイッチのヘッドラインです。
A Disney Tsum Tsum game like
The hell?
you've never seen before. These stuffed Disney toys took the world by storm, and now they're ready for an after-hours party at the toy store in Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
This is very clearly a younger person's game.
With your friends and family in a wide variety of competitive and cooperative games that support up to 4 players. You can play online as well with players from around the world. And you can't mention Disney Tsum Tsum without talking puzzles. Connect matching Tsum Tsum to clear them and set a high score. The game also features a 2-player mode for local and online competitive matches. Disney Tsum Tsum Festival will steal our hearts in 2019.
I'm sure it will.
We're picking up a distress call in the Atlas star system.
Hmm?
But this time, it's far from friendly. In fact, it's none other than Starwolf's infamous lieutenants, Andrew Oikini, Pigma Dengar, and the Great Leon. Now Peppy, Falco, and Sloopy have no choice but to hunt them down, like the animals they are, in a challenging new series of missions you can only find in the spring update of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Every member of the Star Fox team has their own special pilot ability and skill tree. Plus, each pilot can take on any of the new missions and also Fox's missions from the base game. It's time for a game of seek and destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as starship races and faction missions, so you're ready when the Star Fox team joins the Starlink Battle for Atlas update this April.
Hmm.
A heartfelt fantasy adventure crops up once again.
Crops.
Another season, another reason to wield weapons.
Oh, mana.
Interact with townsfolk daily. Grow vegetables and fruits at the farm. Cook some fish. Cook up a storm,
What is this?
or even raise monsters. This fantastical circle of life will keep you coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special,
Oh.
fully remastered for Nintendo Switch.
Interesting.
Battle alongside
Because this was an extension of Harvest Moon originally, wasn't it?
become more than just friends. See what the heart-pounding newlywed life has in store.
Okay.
Rune Factory 4 Special will be ripe for the playing later this year.
Next year. Telling you that's going to get delayed.
And finally confirmed that Rune Factory 5 is in development. Look forward to more info in the future. Soon, a time will come to slay monsters and rescue
How many times are you going to just slay monsters?
before those souls become monsters.
Oh. Interesting.
Action RPG from the developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere. Step into a realm built upon the tenets of reincarnation. Its people lead repressed lives, forbidden to mourn the loss of loved ones. To uphold these tenets, Kagachi must travel between the living world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters. When battling these creatures, the lost souls you've rescued can manifest within you, granting you new powers. Each soul's powers are different, so you must choose the right soul for the situation at hand. In this deep single-player campaign, there will be many battles. You will fight, and you
Interesting.
will grow stronger. Those who fall to grief are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate. The very foundations of reincarnation will begin to crumble when Oninaki launches in summer 2019.
That actually looks really interesting.
Cars, robots, galaxies
Look how good those graphics are.
and tear through the sky on a plane. Nice shot, Yoshi. Hey, that robot's pretty huge for a miniature. Even at this scale, you'll have some challenging bosses to wrangle. Using in-game coins you've racked up, you can collect crafted costumes. If you wear one, it'll offer a bit of protection from enemies. There are more than 180 of these costumes, and some of them can be tricky to get your hands on. After this presentation, we'll release a demo version, which lets you discover the
Ooh.
first stage and see a small scrap of what Yoshi's Crafted World has to offer.
Definitely gonna be looking at that.
This world game will finally hatch on March 29th. We have more Nintendo Switch headlines coming up, but first, another update from Mr. Koichi.
What do you mean, but first?
いかがでしたか？
I mean, you had to do Mario Maker 2, sir.
新作ファイアーエンブレムフーカスです。
Oh, Fire Emblem.
こちらをご覧ください。
What could have brought you here?
The continent of Fogland, said to be protected by a revered goddess,
Probably.
has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian.
Bet they're the bad guys.
Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of
Why are all the
Fargus,
kingdoms always in the north?
family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
And that's obviously the America analog.
Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fogland and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
In the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, you are the hero the world needs. You start out as a mercenary traveling with a group led by your father, Geralt. After an unexpected incident reveals an unknown power hidden within, you'll travel to Garrick Mach Monastery, where you'll receive an offer to teach at the Officers' Academy. Around that same
Even though you're a novice.
you alone begin to see a mysterious girl named Sophis, who appears within your mind. Garrick Mach Monastery lies at the center of 3 large territories. It is the home base of the Church of Seiros, the main religion of Fogland, as well as the Knights of Seiros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fogland, its monastery also
Could have done
houses
better with some of them models, guys.
those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fogland. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses. The Black Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire, including the house leader and future emperor, Edelgard. The Blue
She's the
Lions
new favourite,
have
then.
students Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its house leader. This house is for students from his kingdom. The Golden Deer is for students from the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude,
Who is
the
gender
head of
fluid.
the noble family that leads the alliance. As a professor, you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them. In addition to the house leaders, there are many other students to meet, each with their own unique personalities and skills.
That's a really interesting
Which
take.
house will you choose?
Everyone's gonna go the red one. Everyone. All the thirsty ones.
Students are expected to travel to various lands.
Sorry, I'm just gonna blow my nose real quick.
And gain real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing rebellions. These may be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are very real. Whether your students live or die will depend on your leadership. Strategize as the battle progresses to claim victory. At the Officers' Academy, your students will work diligently each day so that they may wield a variety of weapons. Master the study of magic requires special skills such as horsemanship.
Right, a little itch in my ear. I have a lot of health problems.
You to guide each of them and help them hone their abilities. Through combat experience and study, you can help your students reach their full potential.
I'm guessing this is how you change classes then.
Your students can also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be able to better support each other on the battlefield.
Hmm. So is my character supposed to be silent then? Is that the idea?
Three territories. Three houses. Your very own journey. Fire Emblem Three Houses will release on July 26th.
Nice, we did get a release date for it. Nice. Art book, steelbook, sound selection USB, 3 houses pin badge, and a game card thing.
2019年春発売とお伝えしていたファイアーエンブレム風化雪月は開発にもうしばらくお時間をいただき7月20日
At least you're saying it.
発売します
It's always nice to hear companies being honest for a change.
にはなりますが最新作のファイアーエンブレムに
But I mean, it's one of them things in it where now we actually have an idea of when it's happening, so
任天堂スイッチのデッドラインで
it's
す
not a terrible thing in the slightest.
In this next entry of this iconic series,
Tetris.
last player standing wins. 99 players. But only one reigns supreme.
Hmm?
This is Tetris 99.
The hell?
The iconic puzzle game arrives with an online experience like no other. Tetris 99 is free to download and is playable as an exclusive offer for Nintendo Switch Online members.
There it is. I was wondering when we get one of those.
If you're attacked with garbage, attack back to defeat the other 98 players and become the sole survivor.
There is not 98 players on that. Actually, there might just be.
Members, be ready to join the fight.
Hmm.
Tetris 99 will be available to download shortly after this presentation.
Now that's actually a good idea.
Battling it out in upcoming online events.
That's a good idea. More of that, please.
Prepare to kill, survive, or die in Dead by Daylight.
Hmm?
Imagine this. You're alone.
Zombies.
By fear, struggling to survive. And then you meet another survivor. But it's too late. The killer is upon you. Now run. Hide. Scavenge for items. Open the gates.
This does not look that good.
Or take on the role of the killer to make the so-called survivors your next victims. Terrifying? Oh yes. Satisfying? Just you wait. With loads of maps, characters, and cosmetics to earn, you'll experience a deep progression system while you're on the hunt or being hunted. Discover the true meaning of horror when Dead by Daylight creeps up on Nintendo Switch.
That didn't seem that good. That reminds me of that other game from the Wii U.
This dog will ruin your day.
Where have I seen that before? Oh. Undertale. Must be a sequel. Deltarune. Wait a minute, isn't there an... for free? I love the sense of humor in those trailers. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you.
お知らせがあります。このダイレクト終了後、プロトタイプミッションズ
Ah!
体験版を配信 中ではありますが、この体験版では4つのオーダーを通してアーセナルの操作や簡単なカスタマイズを体験していただきます。さらに
I don't want to use my ass though.
収録していますのでプレイしてみてください。プレイをしてくれたユーザーの皆様の感想を
Very similar to Octopath Traveler.
プレイしてくださった方々にメールでアンケートへのご招待をお送りします。残念ながら全ての方にお送りすることはできませんが、ソーシャルメディアを通じても様々なご意見をいただければと思います。ご意見を踏まえ、少しでも良いゲームすべく磨いていければと思います。
Tell me what the game's about though.
詳しい情報はまだまだありますので、任天堂の公式ツイッターで最新情報をお知らせしていきます。ぜひフォローしてください。デモン X マキナの発売ですが、今年の夏にはお届けできる予定です。その日を楽しみにスタッフ一同開発に臨んでいますので、どうぞご期待ください。
I'm definitely getting that demo though. I want to see this for myself.
Realistic racing is headed for Nintendo Switch. Grid Autosport comes fully loaded with a mix of high-speed thrills, believable handling, and a difficulty level that scales to your skills. You'll feel like a pro racer as you master the world's fastest cars to win motorsport's most exhilarating races. From the prestigious circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow city streets of Barcelona, all DLC is included with 100 cars, 100 circuits, and some welcome additions like motion controls and custom controls. Players can race online or locally, and 2 players can race split screen on a single system. Street racing to demolition derby. When Grid Autosport speeds onto Nintendo Switch in summer 2019.
Okay, fair enough.
Enter the Viking Age to experience Senua's journey again, or for the very first time. Created in collaboration with neuroscientists and people who experience psychosis, Hellblade pulls players deep into the mind of Senua. This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul of her dead lover. Hellblade has won multiple awards, including BAFTAs for performance, audio and artistic achievement, British Game, and Game Beyond Entertainment. Find out why when Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice releases on Nintendo Switch this spring.
Definitely.
The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga 25 years in the telling is far from over, with all new custom character variations, plus new characters and returning veterans taking up the fight. In a fresh new adventure, Unravel 2 sees
I thought that was the same game for a second there.
control both Yarnies on your own in single player, or play with a friend in local co-op for some puzzle and platforming fun when Unravel 2 comes to Nintendo Switch March 22nd. For the first time on Nintendo Switch, experience Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered with revamped gameplay and features tailored to the system like motion aiming and touch input. Set in the American Revolution, explore one of the most iconic eras in history as you fight for freedom and independence and usher in the rise of a nation. All the original downloadable content, plus the entire standalone game, Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered, will be included when they launch together on May 21st. Final Fantasy fans, better open your calendars. We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch March 26th.
Nice.
We can also announce that Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody will release on March 20th.
There's a lot of games being announced.
Announce that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch shortly after this presentation. Once a classic, always a classic. That's all for today's Nintendo Switch headlines.
いかがでしたか？
It's looking pretty good so
今
far.
回のダイレクトも残すところあとわずかですが、もう少しお付き合いください。
Oh, you can bet.
こちらの映像です。どうぞ。
There's always one more thing, isn't there? Well. What's this? It kind of makes me think of Xenoblade. And that's not a bad thing. Well, I'm definitely interested.
You people are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used by those idiots until you die.
Whoa.
To your fate, powerless.
Today has been most revelatory. Finally, we're ready for the final stage.
What the hell are they?
Why did you make them?
I really hoped you two wouldn't get caught up in all this.
Don't go dying on me.
Astral Chain. That's one to watch. That is definitely one to watch. Platinum Games.
ご覧いただいたのはプラチナゲームズさん開発の新作アクション
That's actually about it now, isn't it?
チェインです。バトルシーンでは2体のキャラクターが連携しながら戦っているように見えましたが、どのようなアクションが繰り広げられるのか
I am actually really excited to see what comes up. That looks amazing.
お待ちください。またプラチナゲームズさんといえば皆さんベヨネッタ3も
Yeah.
やってるかと思います。こちらも鋭意制作していますので続報をお楽しみに。さて次の映像が最後
Oh, last announcement. Good. I'm glad when you tell me when the last one is. Let's see what it is. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that Link's? Oh my god, it's Link's Awakening. Or something very similar to Link's Awakening. Holy shit. Oh my god. Excuse me. I'm not normally a fan of 2D Zelda, but I'm sold.
いかがでしたか。1993年にゲームボーイで発売したゼルダの伝説夢を見る島が任天堂スイッチで蘇ります。
That's not something I expected, but I'm excited.
を経て新しく生まれ変わる本作に
Wow. Looking forward to that.
本日の放送は以上です。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
That was pretty badass. So, what did you guys think? That's it. The Fire Emblem stuff looked really cool. Super Mario Maker 2, yes, definitely, without question getting that. Link's Awakening, not what I expected. But I'm not unimpressed. Now, I wish Pokemon had a review this time, but it's gonna, like I said, was never gonna be a thing. Oh my god, we got loads of good stuff. It is very hard for me to be upset with what we've seen. There was some amazing stuff in there. That last game, Astral Chain, that looks amazing. I can't wait for that. That's one on my radar now. Yoshi's Crafted World actually looks a little bit eh. What else? Excuse me. So, wow. Okay. Fire Emblem did look awesome, and Box Boy, yes, we're getting Box Boy. That was pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we didn't get the Metroid Prime trilogy, but that's fine because I think they're saving that for closer to Metroid Prime 4's release. That's fine. I'm very interested to see a lot of these games, but for now, however, I do need to go to bed. So if you've been watching with me, thank you very much for sticking with me this far, and I hope we'll hopefully see you in a new live stream soon with some better software. Guaranteed. Bye bye.